So self-improvement has been this topic that I've been drawn to my whole life, but as a kid, I was so embarrassed by it because of these like horrible titles like The Ultimate Secrets to Total Self-Confidence, which is one of the worst fucking titles in the world. Um, but it wasn't until I actually got the courage to pick up one of these books and read them that it really opened my mind to the possibility of change. Um, and so within the first chapter, here's some of the gems that I just pulled out. We aren't what we think we are, but what we think we are. And we are not victims of our lives. In fact, we are co-creators of it and the world around us. And that the opposite of bravery isn't cowardice, but conformity. And that we eliminate so much of our suffering in our lives by not being slowed down with unnecessary conformity. So, fueled by these insights, these books, I was inspired to commit myself to change, to instill new habits within myself. But one thing that you realize as soon as you start to change is that a couple weeks in, once the excitement of that habit starts to fade, you are going to reach a point where you regress, where you think to yourself, you know what? Um, this isn't for me. This is for other people. Um, but one thing I discovered is that those setbacks, I had to reframe them. You see, I saw them as a red light, as a sign that I'm on the wrong path. But that's not true. You see, everyone who tries to change experiences those setbacks. So what you have to realize is that change is non-linear. It zigs and it zags, and aren't setbacks are an inevitable part of that process. It's not that they may happen, they will happen. So if you prepare yourself for that inevitable setback and then use that as a sign that you are on the right path, doing the right things, and then commit to restart, whether that's later that day or the next day, to continue that project, you will arrive on the other end and establish that routine as a habit, whether that be making phone calls, going to the gym, or starting and persisting on projects until you complete them. So with this in mind, right, we're at halfway through February. Most people have forgotten their New Year's resolutions or have given up on them. My question to you is, what's that project that you haven't started? What's that project or resolution that you've shelved because of that inevitable setback that you thought, maybe this isn't for me? Why not begin today on that project and start over and recognize, hey, that setback means I'm actually on the right path to long and sustained change. Hope that helped. Take care.